All right. Now, in today's class, we are going to learn ASD. ASD in the sense Adaptive Software Development Methodology. What it is? It is a Adaptive Software Development Methodology, one of the Agile framework. So ASD is used to make teams more adaptable to changing customer demands. So what it makes? So it makes the team is changing based on a customer demands or requirements or market needs. Okay, they are ready to this kind of development team is ready to accept any kind of changes based on a customer demand or customer requirement or market needs. They adapt the changes while developing this particular project, isn't it? If you are doing or if you are okay working on something, okay, so doing on that project itself, if any kind of changes or expected changes or unexpected changes is asked by a particular customer, so they can accept it. They're ready to do such kinds of things also. First of all, okay, if I am the client to you, I have given you one project. Okay, you are developing such project. Okay, in between while working on that particular learning app, okay, I asked you to change something. I asked you, okay, to add more features to that particular project or to delete some of the features on that particular project. So like that, I may add new stories to that developing project. As a customer, I have that right, isn't it? So in same way, okay, I asked you to remove some of the stories from that particular existing things. Okay, any kind of change, okay, any kind of request which is come from a client, the developers, or you should be accepted for that kind of changes. Okay, such kind of project development is called a adaptive software development. The developing team is ready to accept the changes during the project development. Such kind of mechanism is called ASD. Clear? See the second point. It is a method to build complex software systems. Okay, by using this method, we are going to build some complex, bigger software projects. Clear? Complex in the sense some critical or some bigger projects. We are going to implement those projects by using this method. And ASD focuses on human collaborations and self-organization. Self-organization. So it will be completely focuses on human collaborations and also some self-organization, which means human collaboration in the sense whoever is working on that particular project, okay, those should be collaborate with each other. If suppose on some particular app, the team of 10 members or 50 members are working in a single project, then you should collaborate with each other. You should respect each and everyone's idea. Okay, you should take everyone's idea related to that project, how we are going to develop this one. Okay, so each and everyone may give some kind of suggestions towards that project. So from those all the suggestions, you should all of you take one single decision on that particular project, then should implement that particular project, isn't it? Like that, it will be worked collaboratively, mutual understanding, and mutual respect. So based on these all the factors, if you develop one project, okay, that kind of project should come under a ASD, isn't it? So it's a completely teamwork. Teamwork in the sense, the team, each and every member of a team should be a, okay, what, which means positive attitude one. If you will work and if you will respect others' opinions too while working on something, so which one is best? Based on that, you should accept and work towards on that particular project. Then only we will get effective outcome. Clear? So this is such kind of one ASD methodology. And coming to the next point, especially ASD does things by promoting lightweight planning and online learning. So what they'll do? They'll promote some lightweight planning, in the sense they always, okay, try to simplify the complexity. They always try to simplify the complexity. What are the complex things are there, okay, in this particular project, how to handle those complex things, how to solve in a easiest way. So if you will go through that, that is a lightweight process, automatic, and at the same time you are going to reduce the documentation work, design work, etc. You 100%, okay, you should be concentrated on the coding or functionality of that particular module, isn't it? So if you will do work like that, then that is called a lightweight planning, isn't it? Next one, ongoing learning. So in each and every phase, you should learn something, you should listen your beside ones, okay. While working with something, you got one idea, your friend got may got another idea, and third one, that person three got some other idea. So like that, you should listen the views of your team members. If, okay, if we want to learn new things also related to this particular project, development of this particular project, you should ready to do such kind of things. Suppose you are accepted to implement this particular project in some, by using some what, Python language, assume that, but you and your team members don't know about Python, then also you should ready to learn Python, as well as you'll work on this particular project. Clear? So according to the situation, there is a need to learn something to fulfill the requirements of that particular project. Okay, you should be ready to do that also. Won't escape such kind of things, isn't it? So this is called online learning here. So this adaptive software development has three phases. Okay, three phases of process. That is, first one is speculate, collaborate, and learn. These are the three phases. By following these three phases, you are going to fulfill the project completion. Clear? And coming to the next point, the defining is given by ASD creators. So Jim Highsmith and Sam Bayer, these are the two members. Okay, these members are developed this ASD methodology. Not only these two, okay, it is also a team members. Okay, these are the main persons in the team. That's why we are always for each and every work, each and every task, it's not a single person work, isn't it? But whoever the main into the team, we are going to, okay, learn only those names. So here we are going to discuss about Jim Highsmith and Sam Bayer. These two are developed this ASD method. So is that embodies the principle that continuous adaptation of the process to the work at hand is the normal state of the affairs, which means here they are going to a continuous adaptation of, okay, learning or working on something. It's not a one time taking. If you want to learn Python, okay, if you need to learn some new language, you should ready to learn that one and do work on that, continuously work on that. Next stage, okay, you are going to sacrifice something or you are going to do one more task to fulfill that project, so you are ready to do that one also. So like that, continuously you should adapt something, learning or some teamwork or collaborations. So always you have some ideas to develop this project like this, and some other, the team member of that particular project may give some other suggestion related to that. Okay, you think, okay, that is better. If you all voted for that one is better, so you should compromise and work related to that one. So you should adapt that kind of nature too. Okay, don't argue with with your team members. So which one is the best one? And you should open up with your idea. If it is better, then put that effort on that particular work. Otherwise, if somebody is better than than you, then take and adapt that one also while working on a project. So this is a process of continuously adapting changes on that particular project. Not only changes, okay, some changing the decisions or something, changing your working nature, or it may be a technology, or it may be anything. Anything you should ready to, okay, accept everything and work on that particular project to complete that one, isn't it? So that is the, so it's called a continuous adaptation of the process. It is different to a normal statements or normal projects. Clear? And we'll go see the diagram. This is the life cycle of a project. What is the first one? Speculate, collaborate, learn. So like this life cycle will be executed at each and every module or at each and every function. Speculate that one, collaborate and learn. Okay, let's learn these phases of ASD. First of all, speculation. What we are going to do with this speculation? Okay, in this in this phase you are going to do project initiation and planning. So at the speculation phase, what you are going to do? Here you are going to perform a project initiation and also a planning, right? So what are the project planning and initiation? What are the what are the requirements of a project? What are the needs of a user, and what is the customer mission, which means customer business goals, etc. We are going to initiate for the project at this phase. Okay, by gathering the requirements of a customer and a project and a customer, okay, as well as some business goals. Clear? And coming to the second phase. What is second phase? Second phase is a collaboration. So collaboration is it is the difficult part of ASD, as it needs the workers to be motivated. What we need at this phase? We need workers should be motivated individually. Each and every person is okay involved in that particular project should be self-motivated. And also it collaborates communication and teamwork, but emphasize individualism as individual creativity plays major role. So it will be talking about communication and teamwork. Communication and teamwork. By doing teamwork, okay, we are going to respect individual person, and we should respect individual ideas. If you are come up with your own individual ideas, then that should be a benefit to a project, isn't it? The creativity of individual person may play okay major role. So whoever the people are working in this particular project, they should be okay trust with each other. How they are to trust with each other means criticize without animosity. What it is? So you should criticize something about some project or some function of that particular project. This is not good. Okay, that is not good. This method is not suited to at this place. Like that, you should criticize about some but product or some functionality of that particular product. But okay, that is not hurt by somebody. You should tell in a wise manner. Okay, it is a good, but if you will add more little bit to this one, okay, it may give good results. Okay, while telling about some negative points related to that particular work, if suppose somebody asked you some feedback of you, which means how it is, okay, it is looking nice or not, how is my dress, like that, such kind of questions will be raised from your what nearest ones or best ones. Okay, while telling your opinion, that should be a little wise one. Okay, it's a exact one. While sharing that one, you don't hurt them. So like that, you should deal them. Okay, so criticize without animosity and assist without resentment. Assist, okay, without resentment, which means you should say something to them. Okay, give some advice to your what team members, but it's not a like bitter one. Okay, it's like a little okay, they're suggesting me better, I'll change this one, and they should be accepted your words. Like that you should say, and don't say and don't order them to change, and don't say this is not good, like that. I mean, like in some villains of some serials. Okay, you should say like smooth manner. And next one is work as hard as possible. So we are working in a team, so at that time you should work how much possible. You should put your efforts on that particular project. How much possible, that much should work for that particular project, isn't it? That is about third point. Fourth point is position of skill set. Okay, show your skills towards that project. Okay, it's like it in teamwork. Okay, they'll take care about that. It's not my work, or it's not okay my personal work to give some suggestions or to work hardly. And also if if you have the skills to complete that one, okay, don't keep that skills within you. You should open up with your ideas, with your skills. That is about the fourth point. And last one is communicate problems to find effective solutions. So if you will talk with them, if you are open up with your project, there may be it will give you some good solutions. We will discuss, this is my idea, what is your idea, how we are going to solve this problem. Do you guys have any kind of ideas or solutions to solve this one? If yes, okay, speak out, then we'll solve this one. So like that, if you speak with besides one about that particular project, then you may solve the particular problem, and also you'll get some effective results on that particular project. Clear? So this is about some collaboration. So collaboration work is very difficult role in every work, not only a software organization, in everywhere. It's a little sensitive area. It is little sensitive area to work with our beside ones, which means with the colleagues, isn't it? So handling of this work is important one. Next, the third one is learning. What is the third one here? It is learning. So learning in the sense the workers may have a overestimate of their own understanding of the technology, which may not lead to the desired result. So the worker sometimes estimate that whatever I have the knowledge, okay, that is enough to fulfill the requirements of this project, like that. Okay, it is very easy to implement, or by using such kind of technical things, we can easily handle this one, like that. Don't think like that. Okay, sometimes okay, it may not give such kind of results whichever we are expecting by a okay own talent. In such a case, you need to learn more and more things. Clear? Not only in software, in every work, in every kind of work, you should adapt learning day to day, isn't it? If you joined as some code, if you are working on some language, okay, by day two or by after 1 year, that language may be improved of some extent. So automatically you should learn the what are the things are added. So like that, if projects are less in your area, better you should adapt other language, you should learn other language. So like that, you may move from one but technology to another technology too. So life is everyday learning. Okay, if you want to work somewhere, so according to the situations, according to your real time, you should learn something new. Then only we will survive. Clear? So that's why this learning is important everywhere. Learning helps the workers to increase their level of understanding over the project. How this learning is helps to a worker? It's not a team member. So it increases the understanding of the project. So there are three process. Learning process is a three ways: focus groups, technical reviews, and project postmortem. Focus groups means if one team members, so all the team members are ready to work on some language, so you should learn that language. If you don't know that one means, at that time all are preferred to work on that particular technology, so automatically you should learn. That is one kind of, which means focusing on group or team members. Second one is technical reviews. which means if you will develop one project by using one language, one coding, one language, okay, by C or C++ like that. So if you after some after completion of one function, you will go for a technical review, which means you should show that completed work to our higher authorities. So at that time they will give some suggestions to you. Okay, better to change the language or better to use this kind of tools or something like that. They'll give some suggestions based on their experience. You should adapt to those, okay, those things too. Clear? So that is called a technical reviews. And second one is project postmortem. Last one, project postmortem, in the sense by overviewing, which means by watching the overall project outline, then you will get one idea how to develop this one. So which languages or which techniques, which tools are supported to complete this one. Okay, by watching, okay, by seeing the outcomes of that particular overview of that particular project before going to complete, like a skeleton, right? So this is about project postmortem. So these are the three learning process ways. So because of these three situations, you are going to learn or adapt to new kind of language. Okay. So it's overall, this ASD overall emphasis on the dynamics of a self-organizing team. It will be completely based on a self-organizing team, and also some collaborations and individual learning, team learning, individual learning. So like this, it will be complete, this particular ASD completely based on a, okay, changing, adaptation of a changes. That changes may be from client side. They are asked to change something of that particular developing project, or by seeing that particular project, you should change yourself. So individually, you should get ready to develop that particular project by learning something, by teach to your team members, by collaboratively, okay, taking decisions. So like that. This is the three phases of ASD. If you'll see the next slide, there are few advantages and disadvantages are there for this ASD. So those are, see the advantages of ASD. First one is better and stronger overall end product. This is very strongest one. Okay, why? Because the team members are collaboratively work on that particular project. So it's automatically, it is more stronger one. And second one, increased transparency between developers and customers. So whatever the things, the tools they are going to use, that will be, okay, discussing with a customer. It is a very transparent work in nature. Okay, a user first approach which leads to a more intuitive pieces of software. It is a user first approach. Actually it is developed, I think, after RAD. At the time, this is the one of the first approach which completely, okay, give the chance to the user to change that project or to see that particular project, how they are developing, okay, what are the changes they are going to make, everything they are going to show this particular user. Okay, this is the one of the first approach. Next, higher likelihood of on time. They will complete this particular project also on time. Okay, they will deliver on time, right? So they are and also they are repeatedly, Okay, execute the 3-step process. These are the advantages of ASD. Coming to the disadvantages, extensive testing can lead to higher project cost. Sometimes each and every time if you here this kind of projects needs continuous some testings. So that may be increased some cost. While working on something, so they may ask you to add this one or to remove this one, like this something is going on that particular project, so it may be little bit expensive. Each and every time we need some testing, we should perform some testing on each and every function, isn't it? So for such thing, it is little little I mean what cost, it will need more cost. The level of user involvement required can be difficult to resources. Sometimes the user involvement is more, so automatically something it will be difficult to handle the user requirements. If he asked for developing one feature while developing of that project, it's okay, but he is continuously saying or continuously adding new stories to our work, means it is little difficult to handle those, isn't it? So that is the second one. Next, an emphasis on constant product iteration and feedback can lead to burnout. So continuously they are involving some user, so that user may giving continuous feedbacks on that particular project. Okay, that may be sometimes it's not a good to complete that particular project, isn't it? So that continuously working on particular what function, if you will show that function to a user, he said no, it's not good, it's not satisfied by me, like that. So each and every time we are going for changes on that particular thing, it's not maybe a good one. And lastly, ASD works better where teams can be dedicated solely to a single project. So whatever the team members are involved into these projects are compulsory, mandatorily dedicated to this particular work, then only that work will be finished. Otherwise, we can't handle this kinds of work. This is also a one of the drawback, isn't it? This is about ASD.